All right, on to the backside. Find the average rate of change over the interval, -2, 3. So the formula for average rate of change is f of b minus f of a over b minus a. This is a, this is b. I think this has been a bonus question up till now, so now you gotta know how to do it. I'm sorry if you never learned it. To find f of b, I plug in a 3. That's going to be 9 minus 6, which is 3. Add 3, I get a 6. To find f of a, I plug in a -2. A -2 squared is 4. Negative times negative is positive. Positive. Then add 3. That's going to give 11. That's all I need. So I'm going to have 6 minus 11 over 3 minus a -2. 6 take away 11 is -5. 3 minus -2 is 5, and I get -1. My average rate of change is -1. 8 is find the equation of a line that passes through -3, 5, 4, 2, written in slope-intercept form. We're going to use y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, and we're also going to use m equals x, sorry, not x, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Those are the two forms I need to do this. So I'm going to start off with slope because I have to have it for this guy, so do this first. 2 minus 5 over 4 minus a -3. 2 minus 5 is -3, 4 take away -3 is 7. So there's the slope that I get to use there. I'm just going to throw this point away and use the first one I see. Y take away 5, because that's y1, equal to -3/7 of x take away a -3. I'm just going back and double checking some stuff. All right. Taking away a negative is addition. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. Then I'm going to distribute. -3/7 times x is -3/7 of x. A negative times a negative is negative. -3 times 3 is -9, sitting over a 7. I don't need that. That was a mistake there. I didn't need minus a negative. All right, now I need to add 5. 5 is actually 35/7. So it's actually going to be 35/7 that I add to both sides, because 35 over 7 is 5. So y is -3/7 of x. I have a -9/7 that I'm going to add 35/7 to. And that's what? 26/7? That seems right. 35 minus 9, 26. Yeah. All right, so there's that. All right, sequences and sums, something I've kept off your last couple of tests. I know it bothers some of y'all. Write a rule for the sequence -2, 0, 2. Now, what I notice is it's arithmetic. The difference is +2. I'm adding 2 as I move on and on and on. So I'm going to use my formula for an arithmetic sequence. It says a sub n is a sub 1, the first term, plus n minus 1 times the common difference d. This is a sub 1, and I already have my difference. So the nth term, which must be the first term, which is -2, plus n minus 1 times the difference of 2. And you have to get these to look like y equals mx plus b. So we're going to distribute our 2. And when I put things and write them out in standard form, I have a positive 2n, and a -2 minus a -2 is -4. So if I plug in a 1 into this thing, it generates a -2. 2 times 1 is 2, take away 4 is -2. If I plug in a 2, 2 times 2 is 4, take away 4 is 0. It's generating that sequence. That's how I know I did it right. 10. Given the sequence a sub n is 2n minus 6, find the sum of the 12th through 16th terms. So you've got a formula for the sum of n terms. It is n over 2 times a sub 1 plus a sub n. Now in this case, this is the first term. This is the last term. So I have to find them. Ace of 12 happens when you take a 12 and plug it into the sequence. 2 times 12, take away 6. And ace of n, which is ace of 16, happens when you plug in 16. So I'm going to plug those in, find out what they are. Twice a 12 is 24. Take away a 6 is an 18. Twice a 16 is 32. Take away a 6 is what? 26. All right. N is going to be how many terms there are here. You might have to use your fingers. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 5 of them. But it's 16 minus 12, add 1 back. You always add 1 back. It's 5. So we're going to find the sum of 5 things using our little formula. It'd be a 5 over 2. And then I would, because that's n over 2, I do 18 plus 26. So 18 and 26 is going to get me what? 44? That seems legit. 5 over 2 times 44. Half of 44 is 22. And 5 times 22 is 110. 11, solve using the elimination technique. So what do we want to go after? I want to attack x. That's what I want to attack. So I'm going to triple this guy, and I'm going to double that guy. If I triple that dude, I'll have 6x minus 12y is 36. If I double this dude, 6x plus 12y is 16. So I'm going to subtract, because that'll eliminate my x's. A negative 12 minus another 12 is negative 24y. 36 minus 16 is what, 20? Seems right. Oh, Lord, there's fractions? I wasn't expecting that. Make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Apparently there's fractions. Oh well, there's fractions. Divide by negative 24. There won't be on your quiz. I would not do that to you when you don't have access to a calculator. That'd just be wrong of me, wouldn't it? 20 divided by negative 24 is what? 10 over 12, 5 over 6, so negative 5, 6. I really didn't expect this thing to have fractions. I thought I remembered making it. But apparently I just wrote some crap down on a piece of paper. That's all I did. All right, so the y value is negative 5, 6. Now that I have y, I can plug it in and get x. I'm going to use this one right here because the numbers are smaller. 2x minus 4 times 5 sixths is 12. So 4 times 5 6 would be 20 over 6, which is 10 over 3. 2x minus 10 over 3 is 12. I'm going to add that. I'm going to change 12 into 36 over 3. So now I can add those two numbers together. So 2x is 46 over 3. I'm going to divide by 2. I'll throw a 2 down in the denominator. That's how you do it. And 46 divided by 2 is 23. So x is 23 over 3. I'm really surprised that thing had fractions. Like, that's bugging me. So I'm going to go back and cheat real quick. I thought that I made a problem up that didn't have fractions. But I did that the week before we left for fall break. So my memory is a little rusty. So I'm just going to cheat a calculator. Don't you wish you could use one on a test? No, 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 no. Well, I did make a mistake. That or I typed something in wrong. 2, negative 4, 12, 3, 6, 8. So I do have a mistake. Fractions though. 13 over 3 is supposed to be my answer. What did I do wrong? This was negative, wasn't it? Okay, I see my mistake. When I went through here the first time, I didn't copy my negative symbol down. Still can't see it. This was negative. I had a positive number there. That's supposed to be plus. That's a big deal. That's supposed to be minus. That's not 46. That's 26 over twice a 3. And 26 divided by 2 is 13. So it's a good thing I checked. So here's my solution here. My ordered pair would be 13 thirds and negative 5 sixths. All right, bonus questions and we're done. Solve for x. 4x squared times 2x plus an 11th is 0. We take a finger and we cover up. 4x squared is nothing. Divide by 4. X squared is nothing. And the square root of 0 is 0. This is what we call a double zero. It happens twice because there's a 2 there for the exponent. This guy, 2x plus 1/11th is 0 because we use the cover-up technique. 2x is then negative 1/11th when we shift to the right. We divide by 2. We do that by throwing a 2 in the denominator. And we get that x is negative 1/22. So there's my two answers. Bonus 2 is solved by factoring. 30x squared minus 23x minus 14 is nothing. These will be the last factoring bonuses, by the way, because it's about to move into the main quiz. To get to a 30, I don't know. I'm going to go with 10x and 3x. It just makes sense. To get to a 14, probably 2 and 7. Which won't work. What I was doing there is I was guessing and checking, and I did not like that pair. So let's try 6x and 5x, and then 2 and 7. Yeah, this is my numbers. That should do it. This is going to make negative 35x. That's going to make a plus 12x. And negative 35 plus 12 is negative 23. All right, now it does say solve. So, still set equal to 0. Still got to use your cover-up technique. 5x plus 2 must equal 0. Or 6x minus 7 must equal 0. So those are two-step equations. You subtract 2, divide by 5, you got negative 2/5. You add 7, divide by 6, you get 7/6. Now that is Basics 8 in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed. By all means, hit that subscribe button. Maybe I can make some money off this stuff.